Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I'm spiritual coach Lisa Hop. My website is www.lisahop.com. Please be sure to visit there. There are online sessions available. I just actually uploaded a new product for 2020. It is an intuitive forecast for 2020. It's much like a horoscope, but I use my intuition to make it very personalized to you. All personalized to you. There is a basic forecast for $10, and there is a forecast where you can actually ask a question, and that is $20. So all you have to do is go to the email book tab on my website, click the store link at the top of the page, and it brings you right into the featured products, which you will find the forecast at. So a little bit of housekeeping for that. Also, wanted to say that I thought about making a new video. For those of you a few weeks ago that saw that I asked the angels about President Trump and Prime Minister Johnson, I thought about making a new one, especially with everything that's been going on this week. It's like all kinds of toilets are leaking. But actually, at the time of the channeling, the angels knew this was going to happen, and they told us what to do. They told us to take care of ourselves, to do holistic practices such as yoga. They told us also to stay away from the drama, drink plenty of water. So that holds, that advice holds. So I don't feel that it's necessary to go in and channel anything on that right now. However, if things change much more drastically, I may very well do that. Now, if you did see that video, and if you haven't, please check it out. I did throw in a little bit of my intuitive nudges, and I did say on the video that I did feel that the Prime Minister would be leaving office, and I still do get that. As far as President Trump, at the time there was an impeachment hearing going on, and I did say that I felt it would go no further, and it didn't go any further. That particular set of actions, circumstances. And when I did tune in the other day to check on what's happening with everything, I did get the impression it was much. I saw a picture, and the picture was very much like bumper cars. If any of you have ever been to, well, here in New Jersey we have a boardwalk. I guess Long Island has a boardwalk too, where there's bumper cars. And bumper cars are where you bump into each other head on or to the side and try to spin each other and try to get nowhere. And so I saw that very symbolically, that this impeachment inquiry would try to move forward, impeachment hearings, everything, and that there are constantly bumper car people trying to spin it out, head on, crash it, get it from behind, and that it would really there would be a lot of obstacles. That doesn't mean it won't move forward, it's just a lot of obstacles, but it's a long drawn out journey. So yes, please take care of yourselves, be informed, but don't be obsessed, and go to legitimate sources for information. Not everything with the media is misleading you or a lie. We hear a lot about mainstream media, I think, sometimes, and most of it is good. Most of it is informing you. Know when it is escalating things. Know when it's trying to get viewerships or ratings. Then get out. Tune it off. But there's reliable sources out there, and I don't want to name any particularly because I don't want to really sponsor any, but go to the truth tellers, okay? And lastly, about all this, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not the truth. So keep that in mind, okay? So if you're new to this particular channeling, this is a weekly message for Sunday, September 29th, for the week of. And what I do is that I call in the angels. I primarily work with Archangel Michael, and he brings what he calls his band of angels with him. And oftentimes he brings in archangels as well. So I do a channeling for them. I'll close my eyes, channel what they have to say. And then I'm going to draw a card to kind of add more color, more graphics, more extension to the message, and it usually links up pretty well, actually. And then you get to pick a card. Just choose a number between 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll tell you what particular card is specific and personal to you this week. Okay, so we'll do that next. Now, the card deck I will be using, and I'll probably remind you again, for this particular channeling of the weekly message is going to be the Ascended Message Master Deck here by Doreen Virtue. And I'll be using that deck today, so it might not just have angels, but Ascended Masters, which are your Moses, your Jesus, your saints. There's varying degrees. I don't always know everything about them, but I go intuitively and tell you why they may be coming in. So that takes care of not knowing them. And then for the 1, 2, 3 deck, my favorite deck right now is the Power of Love. Woo! And when I ask the angels what deck should I use, it's a favorite of theirs as well. And that's from James Van Praagh, who is very much a teacher. He's a medium. You may know him. He was the producer of it's The Ghost Whisperer. The Ghost Whisperer. He was that producer. He created that, I believe, in some way. And so he's very much still a medium, but he's now more of a teacher. So he created that deck, and I love it. It's so loving. So that will be the deck that I currently will be using for your 1, 2, 3. For today. I will be getting even more decks to use because colors are good. Years ago, before I even, I do no longer use tarot cards for the most part in my work. When you come into my office, if you're a group, I don't use anything as far as a tool. If you're one-on-one, I tend to have a concern about body language because I feel it more when you're one-on-one. So I'll hold your keys or something else that is metal of yours. But I really don't use cards anymore. But I remember when I first transitioned away from using cards, and this was, probably like 12 years ago. Someone said, but I miss the pictures. Can't you just use them for the pictures? So that's my whole point of adding them to your weekly message, is so that you have some pictures too. And I enjoy it too, so I understand completely. So I'm going to call on the angels right now, and if you've seen it before, you know how I do this. I'm going to ask them to surround me, and I perceive them. I hear them. I'll hear them as a white noise, but also I hear their voices, and I also feel their presence. Sometimes I even see them. I often see them, but in this particular chanting, I don't really see them as much as feel them and hear them. So I'm going to call them around me right now, close my eyes, tell you who's here, and begin. All right, one moment. Angels, please surround me. Angels, please surround me. Archangel Michael has come in once again. He is primarily who I work with, and he has brought forward this time Archangel Uriel, who helps us currently between life and death. He brings forward your departed loved ones and brings them back to heaven. And I say he because that is the sex that they're currently using with me. Angels can take any form. Please know that. Any form, any sex, anything. But both Michael and Uriel today are coming through as a more male form. Gabriel is in the background for creative measures, I'm being told, but the channel, and so it's kind of like a third party here, but the channeling is primarily coming from Archangel Michael and Uriel today. What would you like us to know? What is our message for the week of September 29th, please, angels? It is all cast now. All is being done for your higher benefit, the higher benefit of the earth as a whole. You will know great times. You will have great times with family and with friends. But you will also see rumblings of a past time that is now transitioning away. And you will know great times. You will now know, though, even better times. It has been cast. It is set into place. It is only a matter of time before it unfolds. We don't want you to live in fear. We want you to understand that this is for the higher good of all. Your earth is coming into some amazing times. There is a transfer of old energies into new. Cast aside your fears, your prejudices, your bigotries, your hate. What you know, what you would like to fear. Cast it aside, for the day has come when things are meant to get better and better and better. And you must be a part of that. In its own good time, you will be a part of that. So now it is not the time to live in fear, to worry about what will unfold. It is the time to take each other by the arm, to believe in yourselves, to believe in each other, and to cast yourselves forward into this greater time and place. Everything is unfolding for a reason. Everything is there before you for a greater good. Know that. And avoid as much as you can any thoughts of hindrance, of avoidance, of negativity, of using your voice for anything other than a higher good. Amen, and all blessings to all of you. So now I'm going to shuffle the cards and see what they would like to add to this message. They are telling me to draw 4 cards today, so I'm going to do that right now. Thank you, Archangel Michael. One moment. I'm smiling because sometimes they fly out on me. And if they do, I'm going to pick them up and read them. He adds, the day is coming for goodness. Yes, I agree. I agree. Not that it's not here now, but it's going to be expanded. Wrapping arms, he says. Wrap arms around each other. Your fellow man is grace. Your fellow man is love. Your fellow man is privilege. Your fellow man is kind. Wrap yourself around each other. Link arms. We have our 4. Bear with you. Okay, here we go. So I laughed because the same card that came up with President Trump a few weeks ago, Prime Minister Johnson, it's coming up again. Now it means more than this, so here we go. Drink more water. Drink more water. So what does this mean? This means that take care of your bodies now. Take care of your hearts, I'm being told to say. Take care of your bodies. Take care of your life. Drink more water. Eat more plant-based. Walk. Meditate. Be around friends. Laughter. Get out in the sun, they just said to say. Declutter. Do not lapse in habits that aren't good for you. Pick up ones that are good for you. With no stress, over time, baby steps are fine. But it's important now to take care of yourself. Also, and I intuitively got this before they'd say this, family. It's important to be around family now and to heal family ties, if at all possible. To forgive everyone and everything, and to lock arms and hands with them as well. Okay? So the second card is take charge of the situation. Very much connected. Take charge of what situation? The situation of your life. It's time now for self-discipline, for self-love, for self-focus, for your greater good, for your strength, for your greatest immune system. Because the better you feel, the better that you will be able to handle anything that's about to unroll here, be exposed. Now, many of us who channel are feeling that the angels around us more than ever, and because there's something There's something big about to happen, and it's happening around October. And maybe it's simply everything that's happening with Brexit, but it's more global than that. Really, by my favorite holiday, October 31st, unless in some way will changes. And we do have a free will, and there is a God's will. But right now, we're going through times of transfer and transition. So the angels are telling you what to do to be fully prepared for that. No matter what may be happening. So take charge. I'm being told to say to you again, take charge. Everything is going to be all right, but it's so important to know that you've got everything around you set, all the ducks in a row, everything in a set up, organized place. Health, house, family, work life, friend life, all of it, okay? See the other person's point of view. Well, that isn't so easy nowadays, is it? Everyone is in their own place. Everyone wants to feel the way they want to feel. Everyone wants to believe what they want to believe. We are built. Our mind holds all of our beliefs, all of our emotions, all of our thoughts, and then it projects this out to us. I did a wonderful interview yesterday with Dr. Rosie Bellis. It is on my playlist. Please check it out. And we speak about this, about the power of the mind, and particularly a course that I teach called Infinite Possibilities, which is a spiritual truth course. It teaches you the power of your mind and the power to deliberately create your own life. And the angels, when they tell you to see the other person's point of view, what they mean by that is that have compassion, have understanding, have love. It doesn't mean you have to, and accept them, yes, but it doesn't mean you have to accept them as right or believe what they believe. It just means that we live in this world right now with tolerance and understanding and compassion. Even if you know you're right, even if you understand, even if you know what's going on, like I tend to know what's going on, it's especially important that you have that compassion and that wisdom and understanding towards others, because we're not all growing and expanding on the same pace, at the same pace. So it's important that you treat everyone with love and try to keep peace as much as possible. Now, sometimes someone will not be feeling peace inside and they will take it out on you, and you don't have to take it, but try as much as you can not to be invited to a brawl that you don't want to have. All right. Step back when you need to. Let it calm. Let it be all right. Don't join the fight unless it's a fight for good. Okay? That's what I know they're talking about, this card. And the fourth one, oh, so important, goes back to taking care of yourself. Ooh, there you go. Angel healing. I'm an angel healer. I use the Japanese form of healing called Reiki, and I incorporate the angels with it also, and they help to heal whoever comes to me for healing. Seek out energy healing. Sage your environment. Go to a practitioner of healing that you trust. Meditate. Use holistic practices such as exercise. Essential oils. I love frankincense. There is a reason it was given to Jesus at his birth. It's because it helps so many things. It's just good. It's just good overall. It also, for my work, not only helps me to be more intuitive, but also grounds me. But it also helps me to with my health as well in a larger way. So find the essential oil for you. Find the help. I know here on YouTube, Amanda Ellis of the UK at angeliccelestialcolors.com. I've been shouting out to her. She does not know me. She does not endorse me, but I endorse her. She sells wonderful sprays. They help her to channel. I know that they can bring calming, enlightenment, a good connection to heaven. Check her out, please. She has a new Metatron Oracle deck out. I'm actually going to be getting that deck and going to be using it in future channelings, and I think she likes that when people do that. I hope she doesn't mind. I will be using that in the future because I know that the angels will want to speak through that deck. I have a good feeling about that deck. So that is the extended cards that the angels want to give to you today for the week of September 29th. This week, you're going to see the beginnings of a transition in this world. You'll see it on the news. You will see it among your employer, your coworkers, your friends, your family. Make sure that you take care of yourself and don't get invited in to any stress, negativity, anger, poison, anything like that. Take care of your mind, your spirit, your body. And stay informed, but not obsessively. And make sure you get all of your information from legitimate sources. Remembering you are in your own place of where your beliefs are, where your paradigms are. So you may hear things you don't like. But just because you don't like it, doesn't mean it's not the truth. So keep this in mind this week. Moving forward. Overall, this is an emphasis this week on health and well-being once again. These traumatic times that are around us at times call for us to really focus on our health and well-being. Answer the call. Go where led. You are a server as well. So please go where called with that, because you are meant to serve just like all of us. Now on to our 3 cards once again with the James Van Praagh Power of Love card deck. And they're really pretty. Here's the card. Isn't it pretty? It's got all my favorite colors in it for the most part. I'm a blue person and a purple person. So I'm now going to draw 3 cards. You, at this time, please all of you, pick a number between 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. You can meditate on it right now, and when I draw the cards, you'll be all set to go. So here we go. Almost there. It's a bit of a female guide helping with this one. It's not Gabriel. I'll find that out because I really want to know. It's very mystical, she is. It's almost galactic in her own way. So almost like a celestial spirit guide. But I don't really have a name. It's like an andromon or something of that sort, but I'm getting it wrong. Like an Amron kind of name, but just here, just to help, because everything is happening. Even though Earth is going through changes, it affects the whole universe. We affect the whole universe. So I'm not surprised a special galactic spirit guide will be a part of our reading, a part of our message for this week. I keep getting Andron. Okay, we have some flips. Okay, so I'm going to do it one more time anyway. There we go, we're done. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, yes. Oh, that card came up before. Cool, nice. Okay. Sorry, I'm always hitting my microphone. Yes. Okay, number 1s, are you ready? Da, 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 da. Self-love. What did we just say to you? Self-love. So, what does this mean for you 1s? It means that you most of all have the hardest time with self-love. Perhaps you don't feel like you're worthy or deserving. And so you get an extra call out for self-love this week. And the card says, you realize that love of self is necessary to love another. True. You cannot love another unless you love yourself fully, because you'll have nothing to give them. Your tank will be empty. So this card, number 1, this card is for those that need to understand self-love more, that need to understand in order to love another, you have to be fully loving yourself. So at this time, try not to stay away from the habits of emotional eating or any other habits that may not be healthy for you. This is a week to stand up strong and make a commitment to showing yourself self-love in a way you haven't before. You stand alone in this, number ones. You have to do it yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. So take the time this week to make sure that you give yourself the attention, the love, the care that you deserve. It's time now. No more excuses, okay? All right, on to, I'm going to put these back. Number 2. Number 2, this is a week that you're supposed to focus on satisfaction. And that card actually came up before. For last week's, I think, 1, 2, 3 draw. And the card says, you let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. This is different from number 1's. This card, this is what the angels are telling me to tell you. Satisfaction means that not only no more excuses, but you're ahead of the number 1's. You now have already started the process of using self-care. You've already started to look for the life purpose. You've already started to make the changes. If you needed to take up an exercise, you've already started to run. You're in the middle of it all. So this card tells you to keep going towards your goals, to take the extra step, to go to the full outcome. If you want to use the analogy of American football, it's time to keep going towards the end zone, to do the score. Here we go. Steelers fan. Okay, so yes, this is, sorry about that. Cut it out. I'm not going to redo it. I'm just going to cut it out. It's a telemarketer. 1 minute. Decline. If it'll let me. Yeah, it will. Okay. So this is the time to keep going. Keep going, okay, number 2's. You've already started. It's time to go for the finish. Don't let anyone disrupt you. Don't let anyone at all try to stall or block your course. No excuses. Time to keep going. You're going to be number 1. You're going to win. You guys are the winners, okay? You are already, as I said, on the way. Just keep going. It's like Finding Nemo. Keep swimming, all right? All right, thanks so much, guys. Now, on to number 3, and sorry again for the ring. Family knew not to call. Friends knew not to call, but unfortunately, the telemarketer didn't. Okay, I should have probably left the phone away, huh? But, sorry. We're all casual here. Third card, number 3, commitment. Commitment. Alrighty, card says, you dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. Okay, so once again, number 3's, you are a little bit ahead of the 1's, but not as far as the 2's. You have an understanding of where you need to start. You have an understanding of what steps to take. You don't know if you want to take baby steps or large steps, but you know you have all the info. You have done all the research. Everything is set up. It's just a matter of taking that first step. Martin Luther King Jr. said, you may not see the whole staircase, but you just have to take the first step. That's the message for you, number 3's. Take the first step this week with everything you know. You have all the tools. You have all the knowledge. You have it all. You just have to take the action now. It's time to take the action. So number 1's, Believe in yourself. Feel that self-love. Know that you are worthy. Start from somewhere. Number 2s, you've already started. Keep going this week, all right? You're going to get to the end zone. You're going to get to the score. You're going to get to the win. Your team's hot right now, okay, guys? And number 3s, you have all the information. You have the self-love. You have the self-knowing. You've done the research. You just have to take the step. That is your weekly angel message for Sunday, September 29, 2019. Thank you so much for joining me again. Once again, I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. Please tune in because I'm going to be loading more videos about the angels, about who they are, how they help us. I also am going to be loading more videos about the other services that I offer. Be sure to check out my website, lisahopp.com. I know some of you are not near me. If you are, please check it out and make an appointment. If you're not, there are email sessions available, okay? So do that. Once again, thank you for joining me and have a blessed and wonderful week, all right? Thank you.